Wha Gwaan, where you don't know say it's Machine Man doing machine things. I'm Jason Edmond, aka Machine Man, bringing you content on the vending machine business, like locations, proposals, products and services, and of course vending machines. If this is our first time meeting, welcome, and I hope you consider subscribing. However, if you return like my good friend, videos to views, salute, big up yourself, and let's go. Let's jump into the content. Raising prices is a very sensitive topic for me. It's something I try to avoid doing unless it's absolutely necessary. But it's something you have to do, it's a part of business. Wholesalers go up on their prices all the time, and you, as the vending operator, have to adjust your prices. Customers always react to price increases. Not always negative, but they will react. In this video, I'll share with you some of the strategies that I use for raising my prices without pissing off my customers. Before we start, the strategies I outlined in this video, with the exception of strategy 3, which really isn't a strategy, are geared to and are specific to closed locations. You know, the accounts where you have the same people using your machines every day with very few new customers. Now, public locations on the other hand will not need this amount of attention, although you could apply these strategies if you wanted to. Public locations have different or random customers to your machines every day. These strategies are for your return customers, those type of accounts. Okay, so I lied. You can't raise prices without pissing your customers off. Might as well be end the video here, guys. Machine Man do machine things. Everybody stay blessed. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Hold up, guys. Remember, as a vending operator, you are a customer too. You buy from wholesalers, and wholesalers raise prices as well. Admittedly, I get pissed off when the prices go up. Some customers will get pissed off, but here's how you can minimize the impact when you do raise the prices. Let's go. My first strategy, I call this the non-conscious strategy. It is simple. You take away the product for about 3 weeks to a month, and then when you reintroduce the product, you reintroduce it with the new price. Get it? Take it away for 3 weeks to a month, bring it back at a new price. Very simple. We're going to sell the product out first, what we have in storage first, before we raise our prices. And this is for more than one reason. This is for 2 reasons actually. Products have expiration dates. So you don't want to sit and hold your product. Remember, the strategy is to hold the product for 3 weeks to a month before reintroducing it at a new price. So you don't want to hold that product for a month, and the dates are, by the time you go to sell again, the dates may be expired, or you may have a very short window where you could sell the product. So the smart thing to do is to sell the product what you have first, and then when you when you repurchase that product again, you implement the new price. But I would put 3 weeks to a month in between that time, so you give a little gap. The second reason why you want to sell your product as well is because you never know what the customer reaction is going to be like. Sales may slow down. I'm going to get into that a little later on in this video, but sales may slow down. So you don't want to bring back the product after you have it sitting there for 3 weeks to a month. Bring it back, and then that product is crawling, is not selling as fast as it used to sell because of the new price, and then you still end up with the same problem as in expiration dates. So the smart thing to do again is to sell all your product first, and then you re-up and you're able to implement the new price with the new fresh product. It's like an absence make the heart grow fonder type of deal. The customer misses the product, and then 3 weeks to a month later they see the product reappears in the vending machine. They can be excited and want to purchase that product. So the little incremental increase you applied to the product should not deter the transaction. They still want the product. So more than likely the customer is going to buy the product. And that gap, that time you took to reintroduce the product, kind of makes them forget about the old price. That's the hope, that is. It's a strategy. Make them forget about the old price, and the new price is there, and again they're going to buy the product. Products to apply the strategy on. You can't do this with any product. You can't do this with the staples in your machine. You can't do this with your best sellers. It will work best on products that fall into your rotation category. products that are not in your vending machine every single time you service the machine. Products that fall on the seasonal, products that fall on the random product umbrella, products that move in and out of rotation. Those are the products that this strategy will work best on. And the price change has to be subtle as well. Alright, my second strategy is called a conscious approach. In this strategy, you're gonna write a letter and let your customers know that you'll be raising prices. You sign it, you date it, and what I like to do is attach the price increases on that letter and post it next to your machine, somewhere it can be easily read to anybody who's coming to use your vending machine. Somewhere visible, somewhere on the machine, the side of the machine, on the wall next to the machine. When I use this strategy, I like to give my customers at least 2 weeks for them to digest the change. That change is coming. I like to give them time. Everybody needs time for them to understand and get used to what's coming next. The time will help to cushion the blow. In your letter, make sure to use keywords to let your customers know that you had no other choice, that your hands were tied and you regrettably are raising prices so you could sustain your business. And make sure to have some sad music playing. If possible, hire a violinist. Have them play sweet, sad music every time a customer reads your letter. Alright, I'm just playing with the sad music. I find this strategy the most effective with not pissing your customers off. It's good because it brings awareness to the customer, letting them know about the price increase. I think customers appreciate that, and I've always seen good results from this strategy. When I write my letter, I address my customers like how I would like to be addressed, how I would like to feel, the words I would like to hear if someone is going to raise prices on me. Because you're transparent and open with your customers, I think is a good way of building rapport with your customer base. Now when you write this letter, they understand and they can actually feel what you're going through. Okay, this is what he has to do. He has no choice. The hope is that they understand and that they would continue to support your business without even flinching. And that 2 weeks grace period that you give them, that time helps to heal that little anxiety of the price change. Products to apply the strategy on. Now this strategy can be used on all your products. There's no limitations to it. And it's especially effective when you're raising prices on multiple products. Whether your bestsellers, your staples in the machine, your random products, all categories. It's particularly good for closed locations where you have the same people use the machine every time. You address them and they know this is what's happening, this is gonna come into place, and they feel a lot better, trust me. Why I think this strategy is so effective is because it doesn't call for you taking away the product from the customer, so you keep getting your sales. However, it gives your customer advance notice of the price increase so they can digest it. Also, it gives you the opportunity to communicate with the customer base. Link in the description for a sample letter that you could use for raising prices for your vending machine business. Third strategy, you can always raise prices abruptly. But this episode is about raising prices without pissing your customers off. I think this is the easiest way of having disgruntled customers. This gives you a higher chance of having disgruntled customers. I'm not a big fan of this because it's just abrupt. You just walk up to the machine, you bought it for this price yesterday, and you come today and it's a new price. Sometimes it's necessary for the abrupt price range. Sometimes wholesalers raise prices on you abruptly. Things happen to the business abruptly, and you're left with no other choice. Your hands are tied, and you have to pass on those increases to your customer. You can never tell what the reaction is going to be, but the most common one is, for me, is sales drop a little bit on that product or group of products that you raised your prices on. But hold firm, you have to hold firm. Keep going, keep pushing, the sales will pick back up. things are going to turn around for you. Don't worry. Sometimes it takes time for people to accept change. It takes time for them to fully digest what's happening. You may also get threats. No, not those kind of threats, but threats of, yo, I'm not buy for this machine again, type of threats. So be it. Stay true to your business. People are going to support you whether or not. Don't pay too much mind to the initial reaction. Initial reaction is exactly what it is. Just an initial reaction. Is not what it's going to be for the rest of the time or period at that location. Keep doing business, keep pushing, keep offering good service to your customers, and things will be okay. Things will fall into place and you will be successful. But it is what it is. You will need to have a certain level of toughness when you're a vending operator to deal with disgruntled customers. These things exist. Another thing to consider: raise prices all at once, especially when you're doing the strategy 2 of writing that letter. I don't think it's effective for you to write a letter this week about one price and then have to do it again another week and then another week. I think you should figure everything out, okay, these products are going to be affected by the price increase. Make a list of those products and put the new price on your letter. I think that works well, as opposed to you doing it every week, every other week. People get annoyed by that kind of stuff. Do it all at once, get it up and over with so they can go through that shock factor. I've tried all 3 of these methods at different times, at different locations, different machines, different customer base, and that's why I can tell you what works for me. It's just about how you approach it, and you may not miss a beat on sales if you do some of the strategies that I outlined today. I have tried in the past, I still try to negotiate prices with wholesalers so I don't have to increase my prices. But once I know that the price change is permanent and there's nothing I can do about it, I quickly look to my strategies and try to figure out which one of these strategies I'm going to implement. The strategy 1, as in removing the product and bringing it back, or 2, writing that letter and posting it on the machine. Or if time is an issue, if you don't have the luxury of time and you have to do the abruptness, do strategy 3, make it abrupt, put the price up, but you have to address price increases because you don't want to be overworking yourself and not being fairly compensated for the work you're putting into the business. Remember, the goal is to have the least impact. We are trying not to piss our customers off. So we're doing incremental increases as well. We're not doing those drastic increases. Okay guys, that's it for this video. Machine Man do machine things. Hope this video helped. It's something you have to do. You have to raise your prices, and prices are being raised on you every single day. Remember, when you're raising prices, try to raise prices only if you have to. Raise prices only if it's necessary for your business to sustain. And this is how you do it without pissing your customers off. Machine Man do machine things. Hey guys, glad to see you again. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment on this video. Make sure you share this video. Look forward to seeing you guys in my other videos. Boom Bang Connect, Machine Man do machine things. See you guys in the next one. Salute. Hopefully you implement one of these strategies and you have a good customer reaction, and it's nothing that is gonna, make you feel bad. Machine Man do machine things.